what did the finance minister have for senior citizens in the budget. So I have a small presentation. I will share the same with you. Just give me So have you all been following the budget? Have you been following the budget?
I would like to hear from you.
Just give me 1 minute. Yes. Okay. So just a few things that I thought might be of interest to you that the budget covered and could be considered important. So we all know budget happens once a year and the finance minister tables the incomes, the revenues and the expenditure of the government, and then they make allocations for various areas of welfare for the country. So we saw the new government presenting the budget now after the July budget. After July, it's just been about 6 months, 4-5 months. So we didn't expect any big bang, we weren't expecting anything big bang anyway from the budget. So, but as expected, there were some usual, allowances for the middle class taxpayers. So some of the key highlights were on taxation and personal finance, the income tax exemption limit was increased to 12 lakhs, so which has been a very, very big relief for many salaried class people. While the basic exemption, the tax slabs have also changed, taking up the 30% tax slab to much after 24 lakhs. However, anybody who earns almost up to 1 lakh a month gets almost all of their income tax free, which is a really amazing thing that has happened in this budget. Earlier, there was special exemptions for senior citizens. Now, because the overall exemption limit itself is moved up to 12 lakhs, there are no special allowances for senior citizens. One other important thing is TDS exemptions from bank interest have been raised almost up to 1 lakh under Section 80 TAAA. So 1 lakh for seniors. So if you're getting only bank interest as your income, no TDS needs to be deducted. You will have to submit your 15G, 15H forms. And this limit has been raised up to 1 lakh. Rental income also, TDS on rental income also has been raised up to 6 lakhs. So if your primary incomes are from interest from bank or from rental income, there is a lot to cheer from this budget. So apart from this, I just give you a large level overview of where the economy is going and what the finance minister has allocated money for largely. A lot of focus has gone into capital expenditure. We know the country is growing. A lot of the focus is on improving GDP for the country, which means the government will have to spend on infrastructure development, which they have allocated for close to 11.2 lakh crores this year. Housing is another area of interest, and green energy also has been an area of interest. Some important health care and social welfare measures also that were taken up by the government was Ayushman Bharat. Earlier was a coverage available only for people below the poverty line, only for BPL. Now Ayushman Bharat is available for everyone aged above 70. So I hope you've all got your Ayushman Bharat cards. If not, you can download it. You can get your own number and you can download the cards. There is a particular link into which you can go and give all your details. It linked to your Aadhaar number and it'll ask you for some questions and you can get your Ayushman Bharat card. Earlier, the coverage was available only in a few hospitals, but now they are very actively expanding the list of hospitals that are covering the Ayushman Bharat card. So this is something that many seniors may not be aware of, but is a great measure. So I managed to, for all my parents and in-laws and everyone, I managed to get the Ayushman Bharat card. I hope all of you will also apply for the Ayushman Bharat card and avail of this benefit. There is a lot of focus on MSME support. Gig workers, some welfare measures have been improved. So for those seniors who are consulting or who are not in mainstream work, but are doing some work on consulting basis or on gig economy, what called gig economy is where you're not an employee, but you're something like consultant or a contract worker. You just do part-time work, in return for project-based costs. They are called gig workers, and there are some social security measures, some welfare schemes have been launched for the gig workers as well. So some key benefits that is specific for seniors that have come this time are what I wanted to highlight for you. The senior citizen savings schemes investment limit has been doubled to almost 30 lakhs. So you can invest up to 30 lakhs. This is one of the highest earning investment option for you at 8.2% interest, government guaranteed. You can invest up to 30 lakhs in this. This was earlier 15 lakhs, has now been doubled to almost 30 lakhs. Prime Minister's Vaya Vandana Yojana pension, this was earlier 9.2. This is, of course, for people below the poverty line. So these are some benefits that have happened in investments. On healthcare, of course, health insurance. Now all seniors are eligible, not just those below the poverty line. So health insurance for everybody over age 70 is available. Now, earlier, only tier 1 cities, the geriatric care was available. Now it's also available in other cities, tier 2, tier 3 cities as well. So the website, the Ayushman Bharat website has almost all of this information. So you can go and check that there. The home-based healthcare also has been included in this, is what we understand, right? So social security, this of course, old age pension, a couple of other areas apart from just the financial part. Something that was covered in the budget was interestingly Property Protection Act, where to ensure that seniors are not thrown out of their homes, they have an right over their properties as long as they are alive. So Property Protection Act has been given some more stronger enforcement. Elder helpline has also been introduced. I think the government has repeatedly come back saying that you can even revoke gifts given to children if they don't take care of you. So all of those measures, social security and welfare measures, have been in focus for the government, and they've received a little more stronger enforcement this time around. I just wanted to highlight a few other important government schemes that are anyway available for seniors. So reverse mortgage schemes is something that is available. Most banks will offer it to you. Reverse mortgage is like a mortgage scheme. So in a mortgage scheme, what happens is you buy a house and there is a loan on the house. The property documents are given to the lenders, and you get to use the house, but every month you pay an EMI. So that's a normal mortgage scheme. Like you buy a house, home loan, you take a home loan and buy a house. That's a normal mortgage scheme. What's a reverse mortgage scheme is if you already have a house on which there is no loan. Now you can reverse mortgage that house, meaning you can give the property documents to the lender, and every month, instead of you paying them an EMI, they will pay you an EMI equivalent amount, which you can use for your normal living expenditure. And as long as you're alive, you can also continue to live in that house. So it's the same as a mortgage scheme, but it's just a reverse mortgage scheme, where instead of you paying the EMI, the lender will pay the EMI, meaning it's like they're giving you a loan in return for the documents that they hold. So this scheme is available. The government is insisting that all the banks make this available for seniors. However, banks have their own rules related to this. They do check the property and the valuation and all of that before extending this scheme. So this is a scheme available for people who have properties, but they don't have regular cash flows for living expenses. So this comes in very handy for people who are living in high value properties. They want to continue living there. They don't want to sell the property. It's a high value property, but if cash flows are a little bit of concern, a reverse mortgage scheme is possible. Railway airfare discounts, most of us are aware. Airfares mostly with Air India. Railways almost everywhere there is a discount, and then Varishta Pension Bima Yojana also is available for people below the poverty line. So these are some existing government schemes that are available. But what was most important that we had to notice from this budget was the HCSS limit was increased to 30 lakhs. This is a fantastic scheme for seniors. 8.2% is the interest rate, so this is available. The Ayushman Bharat card, which is now available for all seniors. I hope everybody will make use of this. So this is also an important update. And this, of course, the income tax exemption limit has been increased to 12 lakhs. For most people, this is a great relief. TDS exemption also for up to 1 lakh on bank interest and up to 6 lakhs on rental income has become a great relief. For many seniors, it is not even necessary now to file the tax returns. You can just simply take exemption from filing tax returns. So it's actually become a little easier to manage finances and take care of all your tax filing and banking and everything easier. So these are some highlights from the Union Budget 2025 that is pertinent for seniors. So this is what I wanted to share with all of you, and happy to take any questions. I'm not a tax expert. I just watch the budget for personal interest and for seeing what is applicable to my clients and what can be shared in terms of knowledge, but I'm not a tax expert. So in case you ask me some questions that I don't know the answers, I will probably find out and come back to you. But I'm happy to note down any specific questions that you might have. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Yes, Sangeeta madam.
This reverse mortgage scheme, could you please explain again?
Sure, ma'am. So reverse mortgage is like, for example, if you have, so what is a normal mortgage scheme? A normal mortgage scheme, let's say you're going to a bank and saying that I want to buy a house, give me a loan, right? So they will give you a loan, right? So what happens when you take a loan is that you will give the documents, documents will be given to the surrender to the lender, and they will give a lump sum money to the builder, and every month you will repay EMI along with the interest. That is a normal mortgage, right?
Yes.
Now, what is a reverse mortgage? Let's assume you have a house that is of reasonable value and you want regular cash flows from this house. So instead of making a lump sum payment that you have to return to them, they will make monthly payments to you.
And continue to stay in the flat, right?
You can continue to stay in the flat till your lifetime. They will continue to make payments for the mortgage payments to you, and in case of at the end of the lifetime of the person who's occupying the house, the owner of the house, the value will be calculated. Let's say the property is worth about 1 crore, and they have calculated and made a payment of, let's say, about 30-40 lakhs over a period of, let's say, 6-7 years. The rest of the money will be calculated, and either the children or the legal heirs can pay the bank the amount equivalent to whatever is outstanding and release the property and take the property in their own names, or the bank will settle. They will take the property in their name, sell it, and whatever is remaining amount, they will settle to the legal heirs. So that is how a reverse mortgage works. So you can create cash flows from an asset that you currently own. So that is a facility that is available. You can reach out to, sorry?
What is the rate of interest? Any idea?
Every bank will have their own individual rate of interest.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and another one, that 30 lakhs investment, 8.2. Could you tell me that again?
That is the senior citizen savings scheme, ma'am. Earlier it was 15 lakhs. Now it has become 30 lakhs. So anyway,
it was there earlier also. Last 2 years, it is like that only.
15. So if there are two people, it would be 15 lakhs and 15 lakhs. Now it is 30 lakhs even for one person.
Oh, okay.
So that is an advantage that has happened. So small changes they have made. Reverse mortgage scheme has always been there for a very long time. But it's not something that banks very actively promote. So because it's got its own risks and things like that. So they don't know how to do it very well, but government is mandating them to do it. So you can reach out to nationalized banks, SBI and other nationalized banks and seek out help on the reverse mortgage scheme. It is a scheme that is available, can be made use of. So these are some small benefits that are available. Having said all of this, India being not really a social security friendly country, we have to tend for ourselves. So, and given how the social setting is here, we expected that the families will take care of us and that we create our own retirement corpus and take care of ourselves. There is no government sponsored pension scheme unless you've been in government jobs. So that is what it is. But whatever little bit the government can keep doing now and then, they keep doing. So this is pretty much what we wanted to share today. Any more questions? I'm happy to answer. So we're just trying to keep these short bursts of 15, 20 minutes of knowledge sharing every other week on Mondays, so that slowly we can talk about various topics. So you can also tell me what other topics you'd like to cover in the upcoming sessions, and we can pick them up and cover them one by one. Is there any specific topic that you would like us to talk about? You can let me know.
Please tell us something about that Ayushman scheme.
So Ayushman Bharat is a health insurance scheme that is available for all seniors over the age of 70. So there is a website. I will give you the website details. The website is...
Madam, we did try on that, but it is not all that easy to register on that.
No, ma'am, it's quite easy. I got it registered for my in-laws. It just took me about 10 minutes to do it. If you have your Aadhaar card linked to your phone number, you just have to use the OTP and it comes to you. So the beneficiary.nha.gov.in is the website. Beneficiary.nha, National Health something. nha.gov.in is the website.
Okay.
Little bit, you might have to just figure out, go aage piche and check out. It's not a very friendly website, but it works. There's no problem with it working. So you can register as a beneficiary, add your Aadhaar. First thing, you will have to link your Aadhaar, and then you have to add members in the family if you want to add. You have to redo the eKYC, which is you will have to surrender, give your photo and everything there. They want to know that your Aadhaar photo and your current photo are matching. So you have to redo the KYC, and then they'll send you by SMS, they will send you your Ayushman card, Bharat card number. So you can use that number to get the card. So that is the process. Anything else, ma'am? Is there any other topic you would like us to cover? We can pick that up and cover them in the coming weeks. Yes. Yeah, the link has been shared very helpfully by the team. So it is. It is asking you, are you a beneficiary? You can say, no, I would like to register to be a beneficiary, and you can register and get it done. Yes. So what other topics would you like to talk about in the coming weeks? Is there any other specific questions that you would like us to address? We did one on budgeting in the first week, and then we did one more session on how to generate cash flows through various sources. We did that session last week, and today we covered the
budget.
Finance budget. Is there any other topic that you'd like us to cover in the coming weeks? We can pick them up. Otherwise, we will just keep talking about whatever comes to our mind. It may or may not be useful to you. So if you have any specific requests, we can accommodate that as well. You can just pass on your request to the team. They can, communicate that to me. If you read something and you've not understood it, or you'd like to elaborate, you would like me to elaborate on it, you can just pass on that information to the GenS team, and we can pick it up in the next.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so that's it from me. My name is Bhuvna, and I'm a wealth manager and a certified financial planner, and I help members of Gen 60 in their financial literacy efforts. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again 2 weeks later.
Thank you. होय काल ते क्वेश्चन्स आणि विचारू सांगले त्यांनी विचारले हा क्वेश्चन्स शांता का 2 वेळा फोन येईल म्हणून पळयत